Good morning all. Yeah, I bet you didn't expect to see one of these. To be perfectly frank, neither did we. But you've probably seen over the weekend I put out a video of the Northern Group of Motoring Writers Car of the Year driving day. So we got to experience 5 vehicles, and this was one of these. And Andy Harris, the chair, managed to get us this for 3 days so we could do an actual full review on it. And it's as good as everybody says. I mean, for a start, this is top of the range. It's 7 seats and it's about 19 grand. That's remarkable considering MPVs, say Citroen variants are nearly double. Talk about having a price bracket that no one's going to challenge you on, and it's well done. So let's have a quick walk around the outside. But now you've got a taste what 19 grand will buy you. And the thing about it is, it's very well done. I just can't get over the price. And that's the thing, even in the review, I'm just constantly saying, how's this even work? It doesn't compute to me in the slightest. Especially with things like this. Kind of decals you'd see on an expensive mountain bike. Proper alloys. Yeah, you can get Steelies. Auto lights, keyless entry. I bet you remember one of these. I think the first one I saw was on a McGowan Sport. I mean, granted, yeah, some of the tech's pretty old. The thing is, it'll deliver, I think it's about 50 to the gallon. Even with me driving, about 40. Now, the one thing that staggered me was the engine. When I was driving it, I could have sworn it was a 1.5, but it's not. It's a 1 litre. Turbocharged, granted, but a 7-seater with a 1 litre. You'd just think there's no way that's going to be able to pull, especially when fully loaded. And yeah, it's going to be a bit slower, but it'll still pull 0 to 60 in about, I think it's 11 and a half. Dacia do simple in a rather elegant way. I mean, yeah, it's full of hard plastics, and you kind of expect that. But touches like this, it just lightens it up. 6-speaker system, wireless Apple and Android, and a 6-speed manual. It's just done exceptionally well. When I was chatting to the other journalists at the Northern Group, 90% of us are kind of on the same page for it. It's remarkably good value and it does its job extremely well. And you'll see on the review that I can actually fit comfortably on the 3rd row of seats, and you get 2 Benjamins in the back comfortably. That blows my mind. Look at the length of the doors, are like limo. It's rough, it's rugged, and it does its job well. We'll be doing the driving section for the review, and then we'll be saying goodbye. And then it's back to the Leaf. 2 totally different vehicles this week, but both as charming as the other, just in completely different ways. You even get those like aircraft tray things. If you need a 7-seater, well, you've got to take a look at the Jogger. Now, there was supposed to be a biofuel coming, but it is only in Europe. But if there's demand, allegedly, it may come here, so that's pretty good news. But to be honest, the 1 litre is a superb engine. If you're in the wrong gear, well, you'll know about it because 1 litre turbocharge, you get a bit of lag. But the way everything's put together, the way it all pulls out, let's see what happens here. Okay, so I've put that in, and that limits that folding. You've got your parcel shelf there, and then this comes back to here, and you've still got this luggage area even when it's set up as a 7. And this just pulls out by literally pulling in one end, like so. Oops. Quite weighty. And then I pull back. There we go. Here we are. I need 3 hands. There we go. And if you look over this seat, you'll see decent leg room, decent headroom. Yeah, it's a bit wallowy, but it's a big old MPV. Thing is, it's got SUV styling and functionality of an estate. I think that's about it, to be honest. Now, one thing that's always going to appeal to me, pop-out rear windows. Now there's 2 options. You can get paint, and a lot of you will love this next option. You can get a spare wheel. But no, it does everything it says on the tin, plus more. And there's 3 trims to choose from. And it starts at just under, I think it's 17.5. But it might be just over 17.5. Whatever it is, it's ridiculously affordable. So if you've got any questions, want me to cover anything in the driving section, well, please do shout. Apart from that, I'll leave you to a sunny day. Looks like we're going to have a lovely day in Silverdale. And the deer are wandering around. I've got a couple of shots of the deer actually approaching the jogger. Have a great day, and I'll speak to you soon. Thanks for joining me.